In this class we want to talk about innovation. Now, innovation involves the application of creativity, that is, using knowledge and skills to achieve values in new ways. So innovation is using skills, using knowledge, and using those in new ways to create values. So invention is different to innovation. Invention is coming up with a completely new idea. It's inventing something. It's bringing something into existence right from the start. But innovation means taking existing ideas or existing products and using them differently, innovating them to make them commercially useful. So innovation is the application of invention for commercial purposes. And that's a good way of looking at innovation. Innovation is change. It's adopting processes and products in new ways to capture new markets and to provide extra facilities to the customer. Innovation is usually associated with the development of a new or better product or process. So when a new invention comes on the market, its innovation is how it can be used, how it can influence our lifestyles or influence the way we live or make our lives better. So a desirable product enhances our standard of living, our way of life. And innovation is adopting ideas to make them available to us. So it's development of a new product, or it's looking at existing products and using the existing products, reconfiguring them, changing them, altering them in some way, and making them available to solve additional problems or give us more satisfaction or to provide us with a better way of living. It can be many things. For example, substitution of cheaper materials in an existing product, or a better way of marketing an existing product or service. We can innovate in many ways. We can innovate in teaching by using different technologies in the classroom. We could innovate a particular process in teaching children how to use phonetics rather than A, B's and C's. It's an innovation. It's a new way of doing something. But we have innovations all the time, not just in education. We have it in health and in our daily work, in the office, our communication systems. All the time we're exposed to new innovations. And this is why we have the standard of living we have. This is why we live the way we do, because we like the innovations, and through the market mechanism we in a sense vote for them by buying those innovations. And that's what drives the innovation process. Innovators want to make improvements, want to gain market advantage through the changes they bring about, and we as customers vote for those by buying them. We're saying to the innovator, well done, please make more. We want to buy those. And that's what the market mechanism does in a sense. We vote for the changes. In general, innovation is about doing things differently. But not just differently any old way, it's doing things differently that are successful. And what's successful is determined through market interactions. So successful products will survive. Simply doing things differently is only half the story. It is doing things differently, but it's doing things differently and successfully. That's the true sign of innovation. Those are the innovations that will succeed. Now, in order for innovation to be successful, it should be linked with customer demand through cost, price, quality, and so on. It's customer demand that determines whether an innovation is successful or not. It's the customers who ultimately determine the success of the innovation. So an innovation is a change, it's a modification, it's a reworking of some product or some service to get extra value from the product or the service, and to supply a niche in the market which was currently perhaps not supplied or inadequately supplied. To innovate effectively, it requires insight into customers and markets, into what is possible and what is not, and how to make things happen. That's according to Burns, a writer in Small Business and Enterprise. To exploit an innovation successfully requires strength of personal character, managerial ability, and often money. So to exploit an innovation requires the resources to make the changes, the modifications to a product. It requires the personal determination to make the changes and bring it about, and how to organize it and deliver the innovation and bring it to market, remarket the product, having extra functionality, extra ability. Entrepreneurs hold the key to innovation processes. Really, it's entrepreneurs who are the innovators. Entrepreneurs are the ones who see market niches, perhaps see niches that other people can't see. They see products and they see solutions to the niches. They see products that will fit that niche and will supply a customer requirement. And perhaps even the customers don't recognize that they have a requirement. I mean, after all, no one demanded an iPad before it was invented. There wasn't a stream of people going around saying, I wish we had something called an iPad, or something which had the following functionality. It was only after it's delivered that the demand was observed. So entrepreneurs are the ones who can innovate. They're the ones who develop the products that fit the niches in the market that they perceive. A great writer in the area, Joseph Schumpeter, back in the 1930s, suggested that they initiate changes and generate new opportunities. Entrepreneurs initiate the changes. The world has changed immensely in the last 20 or 30 years. That's because of entrepreneurs. Clever people bringing new products that we wanted as consumers, bringing new products to the market. They have generated new opportunities for us in the way we work, in the way we organize our lives. And it's all been done through entrepreneurship. And that's what Schumpeter suggested way back then. Innovation can come in many shapes. For instance, it can come as the introduction of a new or improved product. So it can be a brand new product or an improved product, either of which constitutes innovation, providing it meets customer requirements. Otherwise, it's just a change product which has failed. Successful products meet customer requirements and survive in the marketplace. It could be the introduction of a new process. It doesn't have to be a product. It could be a new way of working. It could be an innovation in the production of some item within a factory setting. That's an innovation. It could be an innovation in the way we organize our homes, or an innovation in terms of the way we use certain products, or changes we bring about. It doesn't have to be a new product. It's just changes in the way we do things. Those are innovations. It could be opening up a new market. That's the innovation. The innovation is that a company has traditionally sold in a particular market. The innovators arrive or the entrepreneurs within the business see opportunities in other markets, so they innovate the business itself. It could be the identification of new sources of raw materials. It could be that the materials going into a product are of a certain type, and entrepreneurs or innovators within the business see the opportunity to use different materials, perhaps cheaper ones, perhaps better quality ones. That's an innovation. The creation of new types of industrial organization, the way businesses are structured. Perhaps in the past there was the senior manager who gave commands and orders, and it went down the hierarchy. Now we might have people who are committed to total quality management, and everybody's involved with quality. People are looking at just-in-time arrangements, and everyone's involved in making contributions and getting their ideas heard, and it's a much more democratic way of working. That's an innovation. It's innovated the way it was before. Innovation is very important for growth and success of the business. If businesses don't innovate, they become ossified, they become fixed, and fixed means the consumers will ultimately turn against the product. It will be seen as old-fashioned, out of date, not serving contemporary requirements. Many big companies try to make innovation as their corporate culture. Many big companies talk about their culture being innovative, and the word innovative crops up in many mission statements for many big companies. Companies dedicated to innovative processes, thinking, whatever. The word innovative is bandied around a lot within industry. Example of companies like 3M and National Cash Register, NCR. They have a system of payment for employees who generate new ideas. So if employees within the organization can spot some innovations that they would like to bring about, some changes, some improvements, both to the quality of the product or to the way in which the work is conducted, perhaps cost-saving measures that could be introduced, those employees are rewarded. It's a culture of innovation. Innovation is among the main contributors of economic growth across the world. If we didn't have innovation, well, we wouldn't have economic growth. We would be producing essentially the same products year in, year out. And that would be the human condition. But that's not the human condition. The human condition is to innovate, to change, to improve, to look at processes critically and try to improve them. It generates employment opportunities and also helps businesses to achieve their competitiveness, to achieve their stance in the market, where they want to be in the market. But employment opportunities are increased because students leaving universities and colleges with certain skill sets have more chances of being employed because there's a wide variety of tasks, new tasks to be completed. There was no demand for computer programmers 100 years ago. Now, students leaving universities with degrees in computing and in technology and so on are highly sought after. So that in itself tells about how different the world is and the impact that innovation has made on the world. An innovative idea for a product or service that has market potential should be protected from unauthorized use. Espionage is a big topic in industry. Companies trying to steal ideas from other companies. Hackers trying to break into computer systems to steal ideas. And it's international as well. Hackers from different countries trying to break into computer systems in other countries to steal ideas so that they can bring the product to market first and claim it as theirs. They're stealing innovations. Now, innovation protection can be applied in the following ways: by patenting, by registering a legal ownership of an idea. So it's the right, the exclusive rights to make, use or sell the innovation. This legal protection of the commercial, it's legal protection of the commercial idea. It's protecting the innovator. It's protecting the innovator's idea. It excludes others from making or using or offering for sale, importing or whatever, anything associated with the innovation. So it grants the innovators a period of time, a number of years, within which others cannot make that product or innovate in the same way. And that will give incentive to innovators to continue innovating, because they're going to reap good profits, what sometimes economists might call abnormal profits, big profits, in perhaps the first 7 years. And they're able to reap that profit. That's the reward for them for being the first. If they didn't have the reward, perhaps they would not innovate. It could be licensed. Sometimes ideas are licensed. It's when a patent owner grants a company permission to use the innovation or patents. Royalty fees are usually received in return for the permission. So it could be someone who's got a really good idea and has patented the idea, has protection for the idea, will go to companies and allow them to produce it. In return, the person receives perhaps a payment for every item produced. So it's produced under license. It could be copyrights. The inventor or the innovator may have exclusive legal rights that will protect the original work from being copied. So normally for written work, for books and for ideas written down, this type of innovation. So innovation can be protected. Unfortunately, there's also a big market globally in products which are imitations, and which are poor quality and destroy the reputation of the business. The world is not entirely made up of nice people. Some people will sell counterfeits. Some of the counterfeits may be dangerous or very low quality, and they're sold at a very small price. But what they're doing really is stealing the good name of the innovator, the person who has good quality, who came up with the idea first. So unfortunately, that does happen. There are some sources of ideas that I came across, but that's all we're going to talk about in the context of innovation. So thank you for watching.